How's it going, traders? Welcome back to another walkthrough here. And we do have something going on here. I took long previously, but we have a range right now. And I think this could be a failed breakout. What I want to do is see after this bar, if we get a lower high potential bar or potential trade here. But just being kind of rangy after a long uptrend. Took some longs during this uptrend as well. But what we're gonna do is analyze Sunday, November 16. And we start off by seeing when we go into our trading session, which didn't really start yet, but my trading session usually starts at 6, so that's here. When I start at least looking. However, I mark sometimes this is second entry long, a little bit off the EMA, but it's fine. With a clean uptrend, and we get the second leg to a new high. We get rangy. Well, this is the correction. We get a small uptrend, and we get a first entry, second entry, right there. It's just a small one, but that's fine. And then we start to get in the range here, and we can see a two-legged pullback here. First entry. It is actually a second entry here, but it reversed instantly, and we want to. I want to see this reaction around here. I marked it for a trade, but it's not in my biggest interest of entering here. It's not the best setup, but it's I can see a two measured moves. However, we do have a up, first entry, second entry after this bar. A failed breakout. And we such a big signal bar, kind of to go for a one-to-one. It's hard to go for something else. But that's fine. You do also have a first entry, second entry, so I'm gonna mark it. But we do get, for my taste, we do get a little bit too much on the upside, leaving a lot of room. We don't touch the range areas as well as we want, but we do get down first entry, second entry clean on, and if you wanted, you could have made a runner here. I don't know. I did take this trade yesterday, but I exited about like here, I think. So not perfectly executed, but it was fine, I think. Break. We broke the initial short-term trend, got a new high. This is correction phase. Maybe you can go for a lower high here. It would have worked out like when you look at like this, but get an overshoot, and then it just plummets. But first entry, second entry, and I can't really go short here. Well, I can, but I just don't. Actually, I can mark it. I would probably take this. Because you have overshoot that down, so maybe you can actually take this. But it will get stopped, so that would be a loss. But it's also like, it's so, I mean, this would be my initial takings. So it would be a really bad RR, right? So it's not really worth it, but I'm gonna mark it just for the sake of it. But we do get a third entry. The only counter argument for not taking this trade would be that it's still inside this channel that would have just been starting to create, but it's hard to, when it's hard to analyze, it's just not worth it usually. But it breaks, get a new high in there, and then it just plummets. And then what I probably would take is this lower high trade. This looks better. Initial move was strong. We move, and we could, if we want target, you know, the previous channel, because it kind of fails this breakout. But we also have to realize, and what the only thing we have to realize in this video is the market structure. Just look at this huge range, and maybe towards our session, it's actually right here, and it's just. I mean, if you look at it like this, and then you go on like 15 minutes, you have so many good setups, or even 30 minutes. Like first entry, up, second entry. If you took this and just hold, you get, I don't know, it's just so many points. 400 points, or whatever you call it. It's just insane. So you could, during this whole weekend, from Friday to Sunday, you could have traded, or even now, you could have traded, it's a failed breakout here. You could have traded under 30 minutes if you wanted. Wait, did I? No, I did not entry. No, ah, god damn it. This was perfect. This bar is perfect. Could have entered here. Ah, that sucks. But we have a first entry. See if we get a second entry down here instead. Yeah, too much. I should have followed my trader. Okay. So lower high here of the initial move. We get down into, it's hard to see a range here really, but I mean where there's no initial move up, well it is, but what we have to realize at this point when we get the new low is that this one, this big move is not just a test of the previous low, which was here. It's not just a test, it actually crushed it. So what we probably can is get an equal low of this new low here. And up, it goes up, first entry, up, second entry, and we do get it. But in this case I would go for a 1-to-1. I mean, we target the previous low or around there. So this will be the trade. So we get a first entry, second entry. You can either target this or this lower high. Which one you ever want to target. I think both works. I think the second one here, as I've marked as a trade, is much better. To enter on, it crushes through the EMA and it's a lower high. Yeah. First entry, second entry. Yeah, I can see taking this as well. It's a big single bar, so 1-to-1 is usually due for me. It's what works the best. Do we have two leg measure move? Yeah, it's darn close. So as again, you can short here. I think on both these. Yeah, I think this is really good. Get like so many tests on this area. Here I'd say target 2 RR, such a small entry bar, or signal bar, sorry. Is one you can target. Get an overshoot, new low, but it just keep pushing here. And there's not really first entry, second entry, third entry. Yeah. It's not really like this bar is great. This huge bar is super good. This bar is amazing. And this is also good, but here it's not really. You don't see any setup, right? First entry, second entry, third entry is actually a fourth entry, so it's like, ugh, what is this even? We have to kind of skip here. There's no real. I mean, you can look for lower high, but I don't know. Yeah. Let's see here. First entry. I can't go here, but I think we're gonna push up higher now. Might go for a lower high if it makes one. But I can't really go now, so I missed this opportunity to exit, enter here. Would have been good. So this is just kind of live, because I'm always looking for trades. So you can also target 2 or 1.5, it's up to you, but it's a lower high, you can even go for a... And this is actually a second entry. It's kind of width. Yeah, that's good. So now we're pushing up. We push down, and it's just so messy around here. We get a pullback, correction. I don't know, I don't see much else. Or do we? Maybe we see something in this area, right? So we break out. Maybe we wanted like a range, right? Maybe. Like at this point you can see, yeah, this is a range. It's a first entry, second entry. I think this is good. I mean, you get much out of it, but one here, it's such a small range, so I want scalp. I want to one scalp quick. Who scalp is fine. I think that is the last trade. We don't. Maybe we can start here. First entry, second entry. Yeah, maybe, but it's just everything gets so congested. Congested, sorry. Get the new low. It's like, yeah, do we want to enter short here? I don't know. Maybe actually have some kind of ranginess here, so it's harder here. But maybe if you want. But looking at the day was quite a lot of trades here and there. But as I said, looking at this is all we need, right? And now we're just pushing up. So maybe we'll get back into this because this was a failed breakout. And if we look here, it's just so much easier to follow on the 30 minutes. gonna add a alert on this channel, this trend, see if we can get up here and see what we do. Maybe this is could be the turnaround a little bit for a. I mean, we need a correction. Like holy crap, where is the? And for me, these are not healthy corrections. We need a correction up here, or up here at least. In these areas, have to be some kind of interest too. Because if we push up here, we will push hard up until this area, I think. Yeah, yeah. This is kind of maybe the target in the future. I don't know. It's hard to tell, but when it will be. But I can see it happening. So the only thing I'm looking for now is a higher low. But it was all everything for today. Some good setups. Hopefully caught some trades. This is all used for inspirational, not educational, or education. It is educational, but not financial advice. So good luck in your trading. See you next time.